Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 13. I mean 12. Why do I keep saying 13? It's the Zodiac Age story on the MysteriousJG. So, yeah, if we go back and talk to the guy who wanted to reward us for killing the turtle monster, he does give us something to help fight that boss we just crushed. So let's go see if we can find him. He's supposed to be in the Yogri Sansi. Your Ogre Yensa Sansi. He's supposed to be fairly close for the fact I checked. So let's just look for him. I saved you, Lethal. You'll be excited to hear. I saved you watching me make my way back here, but I'm afraid you are going to have to watch me fight my way back to the place again. Oh well, there he is. Oh jeez, we could have just come out a couple steps and we would have already dealt with this. Were you off looking for a ward, Kupo? Did you find the treasure of the Sand Sea? Yeah. Just where is he going, Kupo? So all we had to do is come up here. Oh well. And that boss fight that took us like 30 seconds would have been so much easier had we had whatever we're about to get. Always telling them how we're all a good guy, even though they watched us kill that thing and then they started attacking us anyway. Kupo, a gathering of the Urutan Yonsai. Oh, it's Juris. Oh man, what did they call it? Damn, I knew this term. Loya Jirga or something. I mean, it was the term that the Afghan chiefs would get together. Loya Jirga. I forget the term, but it was kind of cool. Like, centuries-old tradition of getting together and figuring out who the hell was going to run the country. A truly rare occurrence, Kupo. Who is this? This is the Grand High Muckety Muck? Yeah, he's like the head of all these guys. Kupo? Kupo-po? Holy crap. Wait, what's happening, Kupo? Wait, no, they're going to execute him. Oh, because he helped us. Don't do this. The creature would still be at large if it weren't for his plea for help, Kupo. And we're going to execute you too. You shame us by seeking aid outside. Oh. I'm gonna have to give them an accent. This is a potentially really offensive situation. You got these weird caricatures of Middle Eastern people out here in the desert, so I'm gonna have to go with an accent, which doesn't sound like it's making fun of Middle Easterners. You shame us by seeking aid outside the tribe, yeah? No, wait, that could be Middle Eastern. It's like a weird island accent. You seek aid outside the tribe, eh? Uran Yensa are lords and masters of the Great Sea. We seek the aid of none. Your words are the howling of the sand to my ears. I condemn you to dust, eh? Gas. Oh, wow. Well, what have you done, Kupo? You bring him back. Those who sully our name will be punished, be they foemen or kin. They must pay the honor price. There can be no forgiveness, eh? I would destroy you too, but I am merciful. I'm very polite. I'm Canadian. Better you live to tell the world that the Urutan are not to be taken lightly. Now leave, and stop coming up here for our cheap pharmaceuticals. So I guess we're not making peace with these guys. I wonder if that would have been different had I not already beaten that boss. That rogue Urutan, he wouldn't have been happy back with his clan, I'm sure of it, Kupo. Yeah, I guess not. There was a flower that I can't... Yeah, here it is. That flower, it's rare to see one blooming in the Sand Sea, Kupo. Maybe that treasure that he found was this? It's rare to see a flower blooming, and not just any flower. That's a particularly dangerous avian, known as the Garuda, that's said to be quite unfond of this. Flower said, Kupo, a treasure indeed. Okay, yeah, so if you use this against the Garuda... Flower is not yet buried. If you use this against Garuda, he, apparently it does like 10 to 15% damage. But as you saw, we really didn't need the help. So there you go. I'm glad I saw that. That was not what I was expecting to have come out of that, for sure. That is definitely not the outcome I expected. I certainly didn't remember that. If I even did that little side quest when I played through the game on PS2, I can't remember if I did or not. I certainly didn't remember that detail. That was kind of rough. These guys... So the message of Final Fantasy II is the world is full of different people and different types of people. And some of them are just terrible and need to be exterminated. Thank you, Final Fantasy XII. Alright. Keep going back and forth on whether I approve of this high-speed nonsense. It looks super silly, but I'm down with doing it here just because. Oh, Bosch has been slowed. Can't you tell by his agonizingly slow movement? Okay. Apparently, I'm not so over-leveled that everybody taking shots at Bosch is not harming us badly. Now, I think once we actually get our second set of jobs, we should be able to, I believe Pinello, once she takes on the machinist job as her second job, is going to be able to get Libra, which would be good, because that's the main reason I don't like using the boys. And if Van, Balthier, or Bosch get any healing magic at all, that will also make... Well, I don't like using the girls because none of them have Libra. The boys, the problem is none of them have curing magic. And I know it seems really silly and immature to insist on splitting them out this way, but I can't think of any... There's logical pairings otherwise. Van belongs with Pinello, but then who's the third? Bosch should be with Ash, but who's the third? Fran should be with Balthier, but who's the third? So the only group of three that's logical to me is like boys and girls. But if any of the male characters eventually get some healing magic, it would make it a lot more tenable to be running around with them at frame skip speed and not completely paying attention to everything that's going on, not doing a great job of making sure people aren't taking lots of damage. You know, counting on just being able to heal and make it back later. Alright, we'll kill you because you really, really seem to want to fight us. Okay, I am going the right way. I wasn't sure for a bit. So on my trip back to figure out what was going on with those desert dudes, and with their nasty, mean old queen, I saw the actual merchants here. Like, you could actually see them. It's kind of fun. That, like, on the map, even on the Sultan Leda, you could see the icon for shop moving, and you actually saw these two riding up and getting closer to the temple. Apparently you can't talk to her. You killed the Avion? Amazing. And this, I've never seen such a magnificent structure. Looks like some sort of tomb, the wealth it would take to build such a thing. Think of the treasures it must hold. And a horde of ravenous monsters, no doubt. Me, I value life over loot. I go no farther. But you already had gone as far as you were going to go. And now you came further. Should you find something, I'm sure I could be persuaded to part with you, Guilford. If you need aught, of course, I'm your man. He's the man. Get that through your heads now. So we need to... Oh, and it's fun that these little corners exist, but there's nothing. There's nothing in them. You can fill out the map, but there are no, like, cool hidden loots over here. Wait, I thought for a second I saw a treasure chest. It was an optical illusion. And I really, really need to stop doing... Because you got to remember, folks, when I was playing this on PS2, going all the way onto those corners to see if there's a treasure chest was a significant time commitment. You were gonna spend 30 seconds walking over there, 30 seconds walking back. Maybe not quite that long, but I'm no longer really all that worried about the fact that we didn't actually get the reward from those sand dudes before taking on the boss. I feel like we were okay without it. So let's give the girls a chance. There's probably going to be traps in here that we're going to miss. But it feels like... I hate the fact that she glows purple while using this. It's annoying me almost to the point where I want to unequip it. Oh, wait. I've got Pinello using something that gives her Libra... No, I don't. I could put it on... put it on her. Yeah, this... That's getting on my nerves. In a big way. Maybe she should be immune to sleep, since Pinello isn't. That way, if anything, puts all of us to sleep. Because this is having damage from all these different elements. Okay, I'll make her immune to sleep, just in case. Magic stir within this device. Touch it. Touch it. Oh, cool. I guess we're going to go explore the Cloister of the Faith. The Tomb of Wraithwall. Who's buried in Wraithwall's tomb? Ulysses S. Grant, of course. What was that thing? I don't really have a fan voice. A contraption you'd find in all but the most rudimentary ancient ruin. One touch and off your whist, you know not where. Why isn't this voice acted? The finer points of their operation elude me, but they're handy all the same. What more need a sky pirate know? Not a blessed thing, apparently. Well, this is like my ancestral temple or something, so I suppose I should be leading the way. Alright, now I didn't say I knew the place like the back of my hand. I can feel you guys are criticizing me. Stop! Looks like this is the only way to go, brother. Ruh-roh. Oh man, I'm having some Secret of Mana flashbacks here.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
Well, I feel over-leveled enough to try fighting anyway. Although, I kind of forgot about this, so now I feel like I need some people who can steal in the party. Demon Wall casts Doom, which is why I wasn't allowed to remove her from the party. So I always try to bring in our friend... Okay, well, we stole a gold needle, which means I can bring the ladies back. Make sure he's finished casting slow. Don't feel like we're damaging it as quickly as we need to be, though. I don't know how long we have to defeat this thing, but kind of want to get in a party that can do some black magic damage now. Aqua, wind. Balthier's cast into the void. Okay, I guess it didn't like him being in the party. You know what? We've got all these freaking mists I should be using. Command the stars themselves. Let's just use a level 1/1. Really didn't like Balthier getting in there.
I must endure.
You know, I just noticed in the middle of her fancy pants attack, everybody's faces look kind of caved in the artwork in this game. I'll give everybody a chance to use one, and then I'll stop in the hopes that that's enough. Hopefully that did enough damage. Well, it did a lot. Isn't she already doomed? There we go. I'm not so over-leveled that I didn't need mist attacks to beat that thing, but I think this is one of the tougher bosses, and it might even be, like Van said, you're allowed to run, so I don't think you had to defeat it. Do we get a do? Yeah. Bushy pose, bitches! Congratulations. Everyone stands stuck still. Are you guys still doomed, or, Yeah, everyone's still doomed, and Balthier is still gone. I guess he was... Well, how do we get him back? He's in X zone. So I don't know what to do about someone being in X zone. I also don't know what to do about Doom other than letting them die and then letting Fran or letting them get revived later. Oh, wait, I know what we do. We go up and we touch the frickin', for one thing, we can touch this wall now. A luminous azure jewel is set in the wall. Touch the jewel. Nothing happens. You glimpse a man or device behind the jewel. Okay. But I feel like if we... go back to the orange crystal, I have a hunch that that's going to recover Balthier from the X zone. I hope so, anyway. And it should get rid of Doom. Gradually replacing all of the saves from before I went on this adventure to the tomb. Let's see if Balthier's returned from the X Zone. Hey, what do you know? Balthier's returned from the X Zone. So this isn't doing anything. I didn't even realize... Oh, read the inscription. Birds have been left behind by tomb watchers, but God's craft armed guard we his tomb. Dyad stirred come they, one unto the other. Nothing happens. So beating this boss didn't... You glimpse some manner of device behind the jewel. Okay. So I'm under the impression we didn't have to beat that boss. Now I'm not sure what we got for even doing so. That's what Death Wall always reminds me of. Oh, hey, another one.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
And my accent. Yeah, I vaguely recall that the first one you fought was you didn't have to fight it at all, and that this one you do have to defeat. So let's bring in the boys so that we've got some stealing, and then we'll switch to the girls for the actual fight. Because the girls are now getting behind the boys in level. Neither of us could steal, so that actually seems to be harder. That seems to be harder to steal from than the other one was. Okay. Now we can get the girls back. Because they've become ball busters. Sorry, wall busters. That was supposed to be a pun on ball busters, and I just said ball busters. Just beat it up, no techniques needed. Go. They're just busting walls. I'm just busting your walls. Don't get upset. I'm just busting your walls. So we have Pinello doing like acrobatics poses. Are they striking different poses from last time? No, she got the same Bushi pose. So we've successfully beaten multiple death walls, or evil walls, whatever they're called. I think it's death wall. I mean, the smart move would be to backtrack and save, I suppose. Is there anything in this wall? No, there was a jewel in the other one, but not this one. That's right, I use my royal power of turbo boost. And so far no traps, so the Libero slot is kind of wasted. I can't wait to find some accessory that gives you haste all the time. That's my favorite. I want ribbon, I suppose. I know there's ribbon in the game because there's licenses for it. DualShock battery 4 battery level low, guys. That's the most important thing for you to remember during the sweeping majestic shot.
Incredible.
This place rules. I'm gonna live here.
It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
We haven't even taken anything yet, asshole.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing.
And don't call
Is
him
this not
asshole. It
so?
sounds like you're insulting me.
He thinks ever and always on his own profit.
Does he, though?
Assure him of it, and he shall remain true to our cause.
He keeps mentioning
share
it like
your
it's an
Majesty's
excuse
trust.
to be
We
the
will continue this
gentleman
later.
pirate.
Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard.
I mean, Balthier hasn't actually gotten a payday yet. He just keeps talking about profit and stuff.
It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
And what are you talking about?
I can hear its call.
I can hear it calling me home. Only if the rope still hanging from the tree. Old Cody Jr. took me over. Said you're gonna find the world this morning. And if you get lost, come on home like a well, sorry. She said she heard it calling her. That was all I needed to launch into Creedence Clearwater Revival. Anyways, oh hey, there's enemies down here that are not bosses, it looks like. It's crazy. Some kind of enemy flying around over there. Oh, it's bats. Great. I bet it's a map of the tomb. Oh, wow, cool. I never thought that was coming. Well, looks like we've got a bit of exploring left to do. Not really apparent to me how we continue, but continue we must, and I think we will continue in the next video, because I'm going to call it here. When we come back, folks, I don't know, continue exploring the tomb. I'm kind of at the point where I should be calling it a recording session, but I feel like I'm really close to the goal that I wanted to get to, which is actually getting to where I've got all of their second licenses, because that's basically the big reward you get for clearing this tomb and this whole section of game. Which means that then the next time we play, or next time you and I are together, gentle viewer, we'll be able to go off on all sorts of side questy stuff with the full complement of 2 jobs, even if we don't have all of the gear. 2 girls, 1 job. Wait, that's not what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'll come back next time, and don't know how much more we've got to go here, but we've fought about 3 boss fights so far in this place. I feel like we got to get a reward pretty soon. Bye for now.